Are you fed up with phone mounts that fall down on the job? Or can't handle the instant power of your Tesla? Tired of mounts that block your vents or get in your way every time you drive? Leaving your phone smashed and sliding across the dash? You're not alone, and it makes you furious every single time you hit the road. Enough is enough. Meet the mount that actually keeps up with your Tesla. The Vion mount solid, magnetic, and built to stay put no matter how much torque you throw at it.
Hello and welcome back to another EV John Adventures YouTube channel video. You join me here with my 2024 Model Y, where we're about to install a new cell phone holder that I got from Vion. Join me as we take a look at it and get it set up. Okay, here we are in the back of the Model Y with the Vion phone holder. I'll throw an Amazon affiliate link in the description and in the pinned comment below. I did buy this with my own money, but I do have an affiliate link with Amazon. So if you're interested, check it out there. But let's get it opened up. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. Should be pretty easy. And then we'll take a look at where this goes. And we'll talk about why I chose this over any of the other phone holders. So already we have some instructions with a nice QR code, which I assume takes us to a video, which is pretty cool. You could just watch my video and see how we install it. Or if you want, you can go check out the one that Vion has there. Let's see what we get in the box. We have nicely packed, by the way, with the foam. We have, it looks like, let me just kind of shake it out. There we go. We have a kind of floppy phone mount, which can tighten up with this knob here. We'll take a look at that after it's installed. We can remove the phone, and then we have, it looks like part of the mounting mechanism, a new screw, and a tool, and a bit. So I'm sure we'll use all of those as we go. Some handy instructions here as well. Let's take a look at where this goes in the Model Y, because this is actually why I chose this particular unit. So we're here in the Model Y, and I just want to talk for a second about why I chose this particular phone mount. You can see in the center console, we have the wireless charging pad, which can hold two phones. And I do have two phones. I have a personal phone and a company phone, and I do usually put them both here. There are times, however, when I want to use my phone. Some people use it for Waze or navigation. Other people use it for watching videos while they're on FSD, which is not recommended and I would not do myself. But you know, there's a number of different reasons. You want to keep on top of your texts, things like that. Use Siri or whatever Android has. So I've had situations where I need to quickly navigate to a pin sent to me from you know, my family if I'm picking them up somewhere, and I can't get it into the car's nav quickly enough. So it's great just to have Apple Maps or CarPlay or something like that. Not CarPlay, but to have Apple Maps guide you there. However, I can't really see it from my driving position. You know, this is eye level for me. If I'm looking down, I can't see the whole phone screen. So I've tried to, you know, hold the phone or set the phone on top of this while I do that, and it's a problem. So I need a phone holder. But picky to me, I don't really want to go full time with a suction cup mount. And then there are also mounts that go behind here that you can fold out. I like those for a couple of reasons. Like Joa makes one, and there's a couple others. It makes it easy to charge, where you can take the wire and kind of run it into the console and plug it into one of the USB ports. So you can do wireless charging with those. I also like that they fold away when you're not using it. So that really checks a couple of boxes for me. However, I don't like when you're outside the car, you can see, you know, a bunch of stuff here or see the holder here folded away. I like the cleaner look. So what I did happen to find on Amazon is, and let me close my door here, I found this Vion one that actually is going to mount right here, and it's going to be a left-hand phone mount for me. I like this because it keeps the phone out of the way, but if I want to use quick guidance for Apple Maps or if I want to pull up my sexy buttons commander data, sexy knob commander data, which shows things like battery temp, speed, or the dashboard that it has, I can put it right up here and I can view that. So I like this option. That's what attracted me to this. It looks like a pretty simple install. So let's go grab that. Let's see how easy it is to install. I think you just take a bolt out right behind here and insert the new one in, and then you can adjust how you want. Let's go check it out. Okay, sitting here in the back of the Model Y, we can see the components that we have been given. We have the phone holder itself. Note this thing on the end. We have a new bolt. We have the tool with the bit in it. Sits in there nicely magnetically. It can actually go both ways if you want to use it either way. It's not ratcheting, but that's fine. This is actually still a pretty good tool to have, and I'll hold on to this afterwards. And then we have a couple of rings in case we have a phone that's not MagSafe. We have instructions, which I did take a look at. And then we have this MagSafe mount. And one thing that's not in the instructions that I'm actually going to do first is take the nut off of this. We're going to sit it over the shaft here, and then we're going to insert the ball over that, and then we're going to screw this on. I think this might be easier to do here than it would be at the door. Let's just gently make sure we don't cross thread this. There we go, nice. Now we can tighten that up for now, just to kind of keep it out of the way. So now we have the unit ready to go. You can actually loosen this nut right here, and then everything becomes kind of flippy floppy again. For installation ease, we're just going to keep it pretty tight. So we have a straight-ish line. But what we need to do first is just take our tools, our phone holder, our bolt, and our tool over to the front door, and let's get going. All right, now everything we need to do here is right behind. You can feel right here, there is a screw. So we're just going to take our tool, and we should be able to just insert it in here. You just have to have the tool angled maybe a little bit towards the door. There we go. So it does go in, and you do need to have it kind of angled at first with this side, with the bit in this side when you get started, and then they say to shift it and to do it like that. Okay, we got it out. Success. We see it right here. Mental note, don't lean on this while the bolt is out. Now we're going to take our phone holder and our new bolt and insert it. Okay, we'll get that just situated for a minute. And now we'll get our driver. All right, good. Now we'll just switch the bit to the other side and maybe give it a final tightening. Probably don't want to make it too tight. Probably just tight enough is good. And that's good. Perfect. Let's hop in the car and see how it adjusts. Okay, back in the Model Y. Haven't adjusted this at all. We can close the door, and it looks like if you're not careful, it could interfere and hit that. Right? I think it comes close. It's not actually touching, but it comes close. So something to be aware of, that this could actually get in the way. Even without this ring on, this could definitely get in the way. Let's adjust it and go from there. Let me grab my other phone here. Great. We can throw this on as a test. Oh, that snaps right on. And we can just see how we might want to adjust this. I think that's pretty good from where I sit, my eye level. Of course, I can see the screen, the phone holder, but over here now, I can also see my phone if I had anything I needed to look at, like a pen or data or anything as I'm driving. Maybe my hand as I'm driving might block it. I might be able to adjust this up a little bit. Let's see if I can adjust it more up. Okay, so I switched my personal phone on there now, and we can see that, sitting here driving, I can still see the phone just fine. If I have my hand over here, that will block it slightly, but I can just move it. And it looks like it should be pretty solid on here, which is great. And what I like then is if I want to open this phone up, right there. So if I want to see data from my drive with the Commander app from Enhanced Auto, I can see right here, all the data that I want. And what's nice about this too is if I'm using my turn signal or something, it shows up. If there's something in my blind spot, it shows up here so I can see that if I want. And then if I need to, like the example I gave earlier, navigate to a pin or something like that I can't do easily in the car, I can just quickly do it on here. I can put the phone here and I'm good to go. And that way I'm in compliance with a new law here in Pennsylvania. So you're not allowed to hold your phone anymore while you're driving. There was a fatal accident connected to that years ago, and a law was passed and enacted this June that means you can no longer hold your phone. So most of the time, it's not a problem. I keep my phone right here in the wireless charging pad, and I'm driving. I can respond to texts. I can command Siri if I want to do that. But there are certain times where you just want to check on something. You're at a red light. You just want to check on something, or give a thumbs up to a text or something like that, something really small, and it is technically not legal here in Pennsylvania any longer. So with my phone being mounted here, just tapping the screen, that should help out. So super convenient just as I'm driving to see data if I want to do that, and also now legal. But I do think that most of the time, for most of my cruising, I'll probably keep the phone down here on my charging pad because it will keep it charged up. Because one downside of this solution is that it doesn't have charging. I could also perhaps plug something into the USB-C here and kind of drape it over and plug it in there. I certainly could do that, but I don't know. Maybe for long trips I would do that or not. But this just seemed like a good solution for me that would be not obtrusive, not in the way, kind of invisible from outside the car, not have anything kind of sticking off the windows, inexpensive. So it checked all those boxes. When you're not using it, this is all that you see. Really nothing, and it doesn't interfere with the operation of the door at all. I can just open the door, no problem, no interference whatsoever. Close the door, ready to go, and it's there if I want it, and it's absolutely not in my way if I don't. Okay, folks, that's today's video. Problem solved. No more crazy phone mounts, whatever, falling off my dashboard, falling off the windshield, no suction cups, no appendages, just a nice clean mount here on the left side of the steering wheel. Easy access, out of the way if I'm not using it. Super simple to use. Hopefully this will work for me for a long time. I'll keep you updated on X or here on the channel if anything changes. And don't forget, right in the description below and also in the pinned comment, you'll find a link, an affiliate link for me to the Vion phone holder that I'm used in this video. I get a small commission from that, and it's very much appreciated. So thanks again for your attention. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.